As we said in the comments, we were going to talk about the Komodo cameras and the Komodo setups. We were running 3 of the Red Komodos today. Jared, Janna, and Jaden were all using Komodos, and so we thought we would quickly show you kind of the setup, the rig, and how we're doing it. So, Jared, why don't you start and kind of talk about your setup?
Yeah, so I was on camera 6 today. What I'm running for this, I have a larger 150 Anton V-mount battery on the back here, and what's nice about this is that I'm able to shoulder mount the camera so that it's not so small, because the body on the Red is so tiny. A lot of what we do is try to get 3 points of contact on the camera, so I'm able to actually shoulder it in a way that's going to allow it to be a little bit more stable as I'm moving around. Right now, because we have Ursas, what I'm using also is a Blackmagic handle from an Ursa. It's just kind of a budget-friendly way for us to get this to actually have some sort of control on it. And then in addition to that, I have the Vaxis wireless system, the Storm 3000. This thing is an absolute monster. Huge thanks to Vaxis for allowing us to use this. It's been a delight. Lens-wise, I have actually a vintage Helios 44-2, and I bought this on eBay for like $60. And if you watch the live stream, 6's bokeh and everything else is just buttery. It's been fun. So yeah, it's super easy to use. You have to run your SDI line from the camera into the input of the wireless and then out into the monitor in order to use the small HD that we have.
Yeah, that's the one downer of the Komodo is the single SDI port. But yeah, let's move on to Jaden's rig. She was running camera 5, and it's very, very similar. Do you want to talk about your rig a little bit, Jaden?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much have the exact same setup as Jared. I'm using a Zeiss 50 instead of his Russian lens. Other than that, my wireless is a little different.
It's the Ghost Eye 600.
Yeah. Ghost Eyes.
And then they're both using the Small HD Focus 5-inch. These aren't the Pro models. These are just the cheaper standard Focus models.
Yeah.
And then we have Janna was running camera 2. Your rig's a little bit different. Do you want to talk about yours?
So I was running camera 2 in the pit. So any of the shots where you're looking up right in front of stage. I'm also using a Ghost Eye transmitter like Jaden is, except my HD, so my small HD, which one is this one?
It's the 702 Touch. So this actually allows Komodo control, which we don't have it hooked up, but it's a bigger 7-inch small HD monitor that has camera control stuff built in, which we can hook up, but we just don't have that set up right now. On the handheld rigs, you can control the cameras from the tops of the screens built in, so it kind of doesn't super matter as much to have the small HD camera control, but if you were to use it on like a follow cam or the jib or something, having that camera control remote is very, very nice.
Hey, and we've got a question from Josh Barnsley. He's asking, what's the best thing about switching to Red Komodos?
I mean, the color and
Everything.
dynamic
Yeah.
range.
The color on it is ridiculous, especially when you have it matched with the Ursas that we have out here. Ursas are great cameras for what they do, but when we have lights here that are picking up pinks and reds and those kind of things, and out in the stage they're looking kind of white or blue, and then the reds are actually showing what's true to what's happening in the room, there's a huge difference. So your dynamic range that you get, your color, it's a big shift for us in regards to what we're able to do with how we're shooting in the lights and the kind of lighting that even our LD is going to be able to do.
And I mean, for you guys as handheld, I mean, it's not quite as big and as heavy as like the Ursa would be. It would allow us to do more of the shots that we used to do, like running around the room with people, a lot easier than using a big giant Ursa.
It is a lot more friendly in regards to its build. I mean, this can get a lot smaller as well, even with what it is. The battery's on the back just because it's kind of a comfort for me. But if we need to do crowd cam when we have people back in the building, you can throw a 90 on this and it would be super easy to maneuver it around.
Half the size. Well, we got about 22 seconds left in our live stream, so thanks for tuning in, guys. And we stream every weekend, so if you want to watch more of these, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications.
Thanks, guys.